The end of our warm-up. Hope you enjoyed your long break if you're one of the ones in the gallery. Welcome back. Our fourth and final session of the weekend getting underway very shortly. There is in fact not many finals because we have some of our longer events. The boys 400 medley and the girls 400 free. We do have the girls 50-meter breaststroke, which will kick off the session, and we'll end it with their finals. One thing to be aware of, many of you will know this is happening, and what an exciting experience for us all to share together is the government's emergency test is happening at 3 o'clock today, approx. So at about 5 to 3, we're going to have a little break and just make sure we get through that and then get back underway as soon as it is done. But as you can see, we're pretty much ready to go. We have officials at poolside. I want you to make a little bit of noise for the last time this weekend for your referees and starters for this session. They are from the City of Southampton, George Adamson. Make some noise. Referee from Fareham Nobad, Dave Greenaway. Referee from Winchester City Penguins, Kevin Butler. And our starter for the session, City of Southampton's Victor Guerra. I think you'll agree our marshals, officials, referees, technical team, volunteers this weekend have been absolutely superb. The sessions have run to such fantastic clockwork. We've just got one more to get through, guys, okay? We've done very well. And I know we've all equally enjoyed witnessing some brilliant team and individual performances. Too many PBs to count. More coming up over the next couple of hours. So I will let you know when we're making a break. If the schedule runs perfectly, then the break will be exactly between the girls' 50-meter breaststroke and the boys' 400 individual medley. Let's wait and see. I better do officially a very quick safety. I've got 1 minute. Right, you know this off by heart, but I'm going to read it anyway. You can read it in your head with me, okay? You are reminded, swimmers, that the depth of the water is 2 meters, starting at 700 mil above water level. If there's a false start, continue with a shallow racing dive. Don't topple forward, it's dangerous. Swimming coaches and parents, familiarise yourself with the emergency exits. If we need to use one, use the nearest one. It is your responsibility to know where they are. If there is an evacuation of any sort, please do not return to collect clothes or belongings from anywhere. Okay? Right, we've got swimmers, we've got officials, we've got lifeguards. Everything looks good to me. And we will crack on. Let's do it. This is the girls' 50-meter breaststroke, heat number 1.
Take your marks.
We are going to have... Oh, that's cracking. Just change microphones. We got 13 heats in this one. Every single one will take around-ish 40 seconds and less. So although we've got 13, it's not going to take long at all. Probably around about 20 minutes. First heat up. Fisher, Surek, Avery, Buckley, Earthral, Simpson-Jones, Ramsey and Nurse. And it is in lane 5. Lancing College's Liberty Earthral, 40.72. A second and a half quicker than she's gone before. Great way to start the session. This is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
In the pool, Amelia Webb, Maddie Markle, Ellie Buchanan, Molly Calf, Edie Bailey, Charlotte Richmond, Rosie Hollins and Isabel May. 11 and 12-year-olds. They'll very rarely ever be more than a second or so to separate the leaders in these heats. Is it lane 1? Yes, it is. Amelia Webb right in front of our commentary position, 41.18. 11-year-old from Winchester City Penguins does it. This is heat number 3.
Take your marks.
In the pool, Zoe Anderson, Elsie Jacqueline Lane, Alice Lelliott, Zoe Kwong, Amy Van Willigan, Annabelle Marinu, Lola Borner and Kelly Ong. "40 seconds is the mark we're looking at. 4 of them, 5 in fact, have got a PB that starts with 4-0. Can anyone dip under? Going to be very tight. Oh, they can. Lola Borner in lane 7, 39.4. Very nice indeed. Jacqueline Lane, a 40.31. Oh, a DQ there, unfortunately. And there's confirmation of those times. Alice Lelliott also in the top 3. This is heat number 4.
Take your marks.
You are watching Gemma Price, Olivia Cooley, Sonia Wake, Clara Cooper, Isabel Savage, Rose O'Brien, Safi Washer and Lexi May Roach. Seven of the 8 girls in this one, sub 40. We've had 1 time so far. We're going to get a couple more here because lane 2, Olivia Cooley going very well, 38.73. 3 times sub 40. Lexi May Roach and Sonia Wake joining up. Heat number 5.
Take your marks.
Tabby Herman, Amy Jones, Ellie Grant, Emma Dalgleish, Matilda Hannam, Isla Coletta, Holly McDonald and Bonnie White. "11, 12 and 13-year-olds. Ayla Coletta, Guildford City, 11 years of age this year. It's Ellie Grant of Tigers, the yellow cat we've seen so many times this weekend, 38.24. Also sub 40, Matilda Hannam, Bonnie White and Isla Coletta. This is heat number 6.
Take your marks.
From lane 1, Amelia Ashton, Ruby Taylor, Manning Glyn Jones, Sin Yin Lung, Molly Crary Evans, Emma Wheeler, Chiara Olney, and Anna Polici. Dipping into the 38s now. Looking good in lane 5, 37.05. Molly Crary Evans, 13-year-old from Whitney and Districts, over a second of her personal best for 37.05. Heat number 7.
Take your marks.
Taking part, Sarah Tang, Hannah Sterry, Jessica Evans, Library Williams, Elysia Takax Baroni, Ruby Hall, Ella Fox, and Imogen Gambrill. Our 14-year-olds have joined the party. Library Williams, fastest on paper, and she leads the way into the final 5 metres. Royal Tunbridge Wells swimmer, 37.65, first time she's gone sub 38, and the first time the entire pool goes sub 40. Heat number 8.
Take your marks.
Heat 8, Madison Hinton, Caitlin Valentine, Evie Croucher, Katie Lunfo, Maisie Elwall, Lola Bowra, Annabelle Cooper, and Sophie Cooper. All entry times beginning with a 3.8. Well, we've seen several 37s. Looks to me like Lola Bowra, and also in 3, Evie Croucher. It is the other way around. It was Croucher, 37.32, 3/10 back, Lola Bowra. Heat number 9.
Take your marks.
Amy Fowry, Leah Orosh, Lily Waymond, Tabitha Bonner, Isla Adams, Florence Llewellyn, Evelyn Gillivan, and Jessica Boyle. Still in the 38s on the entry times. The last 24 competitors all had entry times starting with 38. That's how close this should be. 37.73, Tabitha Bonner, representing Larkfield, the 14-year-old. Heat number 10.
Take your marks.
Daniela Coles, Zoe Tollett, Sam Bettel, Alice Collins, Ellen Calf, Hannah Pye, Kayla Wimble and Emily Ainsworth Fletcher. 3 teammates for Guildford City side by side here in 5, 6 and 7. Alice Collins of Cranley, 37.62 fastest entry time. And she is wearing the orange cap and she's out in front. Great to see Cranley doing well, and 36.23. Blimey, that's good. That's really fast from Alice Collins. She'll be delighted. Heat number 11.
Take your marks.
Seeded heats now. Elodie Parton, Bianca Steva Albaral, Harriet Stone, Neve Tyson, Abby Smiley, Hattie Griffiths, Holly Beardsmore and Delilah Martin. We are going sub 35 on the entry times now. Neve Tyson, 34.96 in the black cap, up top. 34.64, gone quicker again. Griffiths and Stava Albaral in your top 3, 2 to go. This is heat number 12.
Take your marks.
From lane 1, Mariella Takova, Jess Perkins, Emma Borghese, Hannah Capron, Olivia Quiller, Daisy Johnson, Maya Rampling and Cara Neal. (34.31) Hannah Capron's entry time. And you get the picture now, don't you, with the seeded heats? All lane 4s, 33.96, new fastest time of the event. That'll be a tough one to beat, my goodness. Heat number 13.
Take your marks.
Finally, Poppy Taylor, Ivy Manning, Connie Emmett, Imogen Miles, Ella Solano, Annalise Elford, Lucy Wheeler and Heidi Cox. Sevenoaks 14-year-old in the middle there, 33.16 entry for Imogen Miles. And she's just trying to beat the time right now of Hannah Capron from heat 12. And she's very close indeed, 33.61. Superb. Ella Solano, 35.74. 13 heats done. Now, of course, we have this, we do have our warning coming up at 3 o'clock. I'm sure we could squeeze in one of these heats, not up to me to decide. Yeah, so we are going to have one heat and then, oh, I've just been told we are. Okay, we're not. We're absolutely not. we are stopping the competition until after the government emergency alarm. Should be at 3 o'clock on everybody's phones. So just sit back and relax for a few minutes. We'll use this time to announce the results for the breaststroke, let you know who is in the final and who the reserves are. And there are prizes on the raffle table to collect. This is fantastic use of our break time, actually. We can fit in loads here. In like 9 minutes. So raffle prizes to be collected. We're just confirming and printing off the finalists. Oh, I think I can see the printer whirring. Right, I've been handed the finalists for the girls' 50-metre breaststroke. This is going to take place approximately 5:26 on the schedule. So listen up, I'll read out the 8 finalists and the 2 reserves. And then you'll have a little bit of time to withdraw, but do it as quick as possible. Right then, girls 11 and 12 year 200 metre. Hang on. Hang on. You gave me the 200 metre individual medley finalists. It's the 50 metre breaststroke. Lucky we've got a 10-minute break. Lucky we've got a 10-minute break. Okay, just a minute or two delay on getting those finalists to you. They are coming, I absolutely promise. We are getting there. Thank you. Right, we have got them. Right, off we go. So, finalists in the girls 11 and 12 years 50 metre breaststroke are Olivia Quiller, Ellie Grant, Jessica Evans, Manon Glyn Jones, Matilda Hannam, Ruby Taylor, Lola Borna and Isla Coletta. Reserves are Lily Waymond and Clara Cooper. In 13-year-old final, currently taking part are Ella Solano, Hattie Griffiths, Alice Collins, Lucy Wheeler, Ellen Carth, Lola Bowra, Lowry Williams and Leah Orosh. The reserves are Zoe Tollett and Florence Llewellyn. 14-year-old final, taking part, Imogen Miles, Hannah Capron, Neve Tyson, Annalise Elford, Daisy Johnson, Emma Borghese, Bianca Stavar Albaral and Harriet Stone. Reserves are Connie Emmett and Holly Beardsmore. Withdrawal by 3:15. Withdrawals by 3:15 for those finals. So has everybody got their phones out ready? Everybody excited? First ever government warning will be used in future for emergency alerts such as flooding or anything else that will put us all, or a region of us, in a little bit of danger. It is used in many other countries right now. They use it in America, Canada, Japan have got it. Japan have actually claimed it saved thousands and thousands of lives having these emergency government alerts. Now introduced in the UK. One minute to go, everybody. 1 minute. Will you always remember where you were when you had your first emergency message? Is that it, or is that the venue alarm? Oh, that is, well, oh, there we go, yeah. Well, there you go. What an anticlimax. Well, is everybody's phones gone, or are we still waiting for some? So a few people here haven't got it yet. Is that because you're on a Nokia 3210, Mike? All right, I think we're going to crack on. We're good. Right, let's get back in the swing of things here. We've got coming up it's the boys 400 meter individual medley. That's where we are. Event 252, 8 heats in total. And this is it, boys 400 IM heat number 1. All right then, heat number 1. You are watching from lane 1, Leatherhead, Seth Hamilton, Basingstoke Bluefins, Tristan Fisher, Tigers, Barnaby Watson, Elmbridge Phoenix, Oscar Dyer, Basingstoke Bluefins, Daniel Stevens, Epsom Districts, Oscar Salmon, and Guildford City's Rory McDonald. We are looking at something between 6 minutes and 6:20. Wouldn't be surprised at all if we went fairly well into the 5 minutes somewhere. What we've seen across this weekend so far, we had the longer events yesterday, including the 800s and the 15s, and there were PBs by, we're talking double-digit seconds. So Oscar Dyer is a 6:02 swimmer. Barnaby Watson 6:09. Dan Stevens 6:06. Very capable. Just 11 and 12-year-olds in heat number 1. This is a heat declared winner event, so I will do my best to keep you up to speed with what age groups might be winning what, but do keep your eyes on the Meet Mobile app. That is your official resource for results and times. I can see we've got 11 and 12-year-olds in heat number 3. So at the end of that heat, I'll give you an idea of who's going to be near the top of the podium. I wouldn't dare say a definite gold, silver, bronze when it's heat declared winner. Wait for the official confirmation of our fantastic team down here.
Was for the strobe light, if we don't need it. Take it away. What the trip has gone.
Daniel Stevens leading the way into the second half of the breaststroke. Got a fairly comfortable time gap between him and Oscar Dyer, Barnaby Watson and Oscar Salmon. And this is putting Dan Stevens in a really good position to do something a little bit special here for his Basingstoke Bluefins swim club team. He's the 6:06 swimmer that we mentioned a few minutes ago. And with just 100 meters of freestyle, he's going to absolutely destroy that time of 6:06. Wouldn't be surprised to see Barnaby Watson and Oscar Dyer also going sub 6 minutes. We've got two 11-year-olds in the outside lane, Seth Hamilton and Rory McDonald, of course competing against and alongside the 12-year-olds to combine the two age groups at the lower end. And yeah, Dan Stevens, it's going to be close for Dyer and Watson. Dan Stevens, very, very good time coming up. Not been sub 6 before. Is he tiring a little bit? He's going to take a good 10 seconds. We mentioned that number, didn't we? Off his entry time. That's fantastic. 5:56 for Dan Stevens. Oh, can the boys get under 2? Oh, just outside. 6:01 and 6:02. That'll be, they are best times, but still a little bit frustrating, I bet, to be so close. Dan Stevens, 5:56. Well done, sir. In comes Oscar Salmon. In comes Rory McDonald, Tristan Fisher, and Seth Hamilton. Well done, guys. .400 IM, this is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
That would be with withdrawals. I will announce it if somebody does. Do you want to withdraw? Just find out if somebody has. Oh, I will announce it, and I'll also announce who's made it to the final. So it sounds like you're currently the first reserve, are you? We'll find out. They got to withdraw by, is it 10 past 3? 3:15, I think so. Within the next 5 minutes, if there's any withdrawals, I will announce them, okay? Just keep your ears open. No worries. Competing in heat number 2, Daniel Lawrence for Staines Swimming Club, Xander Brown for Farnham, Josh Hutchinson for Woking, Elijah Smith, City of Oxford, Rachel Bomick, Basingstoke Bluefins, love that club name, Cooper Robinson for Beau Sejour Barracuda, Matthew Van Sale for Epsom District, and Jack Militis for Tigers. You might have noticed in lane 7, Matthew Van Sale, I think he knew that he false started and saved himself 6 minutes of swimming. Quite clever, I think. So we've had a 5:56 in heat number 1. Our 13-year-olds just begin to enter the fray in heat 2. Elijah Smith and Rachel Bomick in that group. They are 5:49 and a 5:50 swimmers, those two. And they are our leaders. Tigers swimmer in the yellow cap on the far side, young Jack Militis, 12 years old. All these boys have had a busy weekend, seem to be saying their name half a dozen times, especially if they're making all the shorter race finals too. Just having a little flick through the start sheets. And when we get down to heat number 8, just to give you an idea of where we're going, entry times as low as 4:40, several right around the 5-minute mark. For the 11 and 12-year-olds, the fastest entry time is in the 5:40s. And like I mentioned, by the end of heat number 3, we will know our top 3. So one set to be decided. In the final heats, we have 14, 15-year-olds. 13-year-olds will be decided by heat number 5. Heat number 8 will be our 14 and 15-year-olds exclusively. So approaching the freestyle. And Jack Militis is going very well indeed on the far side. Everybody's trailing Rigel Bomick at the moment. He's in a race of his own out in front. Also going well, Dan Lawrence in lane number 1. So it's a dash to the finish now. Going to get a few more times. Sub 6, we definitely will with Rigel turning 100th of a second after 5 minutes. Dan Lawrence, Jack Miller. Sure, they can get back in under or around 50 seconds, can they? Pink cap, though, of Rigel Bomick. He's a Basingstoke bluefin. And he's going to be a heat winner. It's not just sub 6, it's sub 5:40. Wow. That is more than 10 seconds quicker than his entry time. Great finish for second. Oh, 1/10 of a second between Dan Lawrence and young Jack. Their PBs too. Look at all those times. Blimey. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic way to begin the end of our first weekend of the championships. This is heat number 3.
Take your marks.
End of the first leg. In the pool, Oxford's Michael Gannon in 1, White Oak's Charlie Braid in 2, Fareham Nomads William Atwood in 3, Lancing College Oscar Earthrowl in 4, Maidenhead's Theodore Sangameri in 5, Amersham's Remy Mowbray in 6, Chesham's Lachlan Murray in 7, and in lane 8, Maidenhead's Zachary Callanan. 12 and 13-year-olds. Every single swimmer, entry time under 5:50. William Atwood going very well indeed for Fareham Nomads. He's only about half a second back of the fastest man on paper in the pool. That's Oscar Earthrow, 5:41s against 5:42s there. Breaststroke can change everything, we know that. Even in the 200 IM, the difference that we can see in positions after a breaststroke is quite remarkable. And just to be very clear, withdrawals from the finals, that is the girls at 50 breaststroke, has now closed. Withdrawals have now closed. Wasn't made aware of any withdrawals, so those finals remain as stated. And it's still William Atwood. No change on the breaststroke. If anything, I think he stretched it a little bit. This is superb. William Atwood, one of our 13-year-olds, the fastest 12-year-old time, 11 and 12 we've seen, was that of Jack Militis. It was a 5:48. I made it. So that would be the time to beat for Charlie Braid, Oscar Earthrow, and Zach Callanan. They're the 12-year-olds in this one. Right, how many more times can we see? Well, we're going to see pretty much everyone under 6 minutes, but how low can we go? There's a 5:36 from Rajul Bomik. Here comes William Atwood, Fareham Nomads, representing them extremely well in the IM, one of the hardest events of the championship. Multi-talented, 5:24.42 for William Atwood, and he can rest, relax and watch the others come home. It's a flurry of activity towards the line in 6 and 7. Romy Mowbray and Lachlan Murray going toe to toe, separated by less than a tenth, or just over a tenth of a second for second and third. Charlie Braid in fourth. It's Michael Gannon to close things out for us. But what a superb time, 5:24 for William Atwood. .400 IM, heat number 4.
Stand down, swimmers, please, stand down. Take your marks.
Heat number 4. Thanet, William West is in 1. Maidstone's Lanre Tiendada in 2. Guildford's Charlie Calf in 3. Reed's School's Harry Robinson is in 4. Black Lions Harvey Kershaw in 5. Guildford Teammates in 6 and 7. Frederick Brown and Rex Hung. And in 8, Windsor's Tom Williams. Every boy in the field, 13 years of age. We've got one more 13-year-old in heat number 5. So 2 of these guys, as long as they can beat 5:24, the time set by William Atwood, they will find themselves guaranteed medalists. Now, the time of 5:24 by William Atwood was incredibly good. It was so good, in fact, it was quicker than every single entry time in this event. And the reason that's significant is he's 13, every one of these boys is 13. We've got one 13-year-old in heat number 5. William Atwood could win a medal here unless it's beaten at least twice in this heat. Backstroke completed, this one going the way of the form book. Harry Robinson 2:36 to halfway. Tom Williams on the outside, and back to the middle for Harvey Kershaw and Frederick Brown. Harry Robinson retains his lead. Charlie Calf goes into 2nd. Freddie Brown moves up to 3rd. Rex Hung 4th. They're getting closer and closer. Back comes Charlie Calf on the breaststroke. Going to be a great 100 freestyle here. And they'll turn around for one more final time. 4:44. And first 50 of the freestyle has separated Robinson and Calf. Freddie Brown still 3rd. Lanre Dada moves up to 4th place. Great swim, great final 100. Top freestyle from Harry Robinson, 5:19.75. And let's have a look now. Oh, 5:27 for Charlie Calf means William Atwood at the moment is getting himself a medal from heat number 3 because he had a 5:24. Well, well, well. Still got to wait and watch one more heat to get that all confirmed. But that looks really good for William Atwood, and well done to Harry Robinson. This is heat number 5.
Take your marks.
This is where the 14-year-old competition starts. Other than Ben McDougall of Wickham District, he's a 13-year-old in lane 3. He's chasing to beat 5:19 for a gold medal, or 5:24 for a silver. In the pool, Basingstoke Bluefins, Archie Turner in 1, Tyker's Jacob Watson in 2, Wickham's Ben McDougall in 3, Brighton's Leonardo Massarini in 4, City of Milton Keynes Harry Woods in 5, Guildford City's Thomas Melvin in 6, Windsor with Finbar Eaton in 7, and Reed School Ernest Hill in lane number 8. Halfway through the event now, heat number 5 of 8. We've dipped below 5:20 seeded time. Leonardo Massarini of Brighton, 5:18.86. Everybody in the pool lower than 5:27. And just to add some more interesting context to that 13-year-old competition, Harry Robinson with a 5:19. William Atwood with a 5:24. They're the top 2 times right now. Ben McDougall, his fastest an entry time, 5:21, sitting right between them. Great story in the 13-year-old's 400 IM. And it's the first time we've seen lane 6 leading one of our IMs so far. Tom Melville has changed all that. And by a good, well, plus 4 seconds. And then Ben McDougall, good start for him. Finbar Eaton. Harry Woods just trailing behind where he would expect to be at this stage. Still Tom Melville, but it's closed. It was over 4 seconds, now 2.5 to Massarini, and this might be almost nothing by the time we get to our 4th and final leg. Elsewhere in 3, Ben McDougall, the man chasing 5:19, remember? Oh, it's going to remain around about 2.5 seconds then, as they just come into the wall. Guildford's 4:03 against Brighton's 4:06. Oh, he's brought it down by about 0.3 of a second, but a great start to his freestyle for Leo Massarini, and already just pulling alongside our long-time leader, Tom Melville. So Tom Melville put in masses of effort in the first 300 metres. He's down by 0.5 seconds. He was up by almost 5 at halfway. Still holding on there really nicely. Has he got anything left to come back with one final push? Lovely battle in 2 and 3. Ben McDougall and Jacob Watson, Tigers and Wickham. But it's going to be a really good performance this from Leo Massarini. Timed it to perfection. Going to come through on the freestyle to win it in 5:19.46. Ben McDougall's time is 5:23. I make that a silver medal for Ben McDougall, just squeezing in between Harry Robinson and William Atwood. Wait for confirmation by our timekeepers, please. Thank you so much. Lovely. This is heat number 6.
Take your marks.
Taking part in heat 6. Tigers, Harry Militis. City of Milton Keynes, Finley Wood in 2. Thanet in 3 with Oscar Farthing. Guildford City are in lanes 4, 5, 6 and 7. With Sam Buxton, Flavio Russo, Frederick Dutoft and Oliver Fremantle. Maxwell's Alfie Toms is in 8, and Alfie Toms leads. He started wonderfully well on the butterfly. On the opposite outside lane, Harry Militis has kicked things off well for Tigers in 1. Alfie Toms is really enjoying himself in this IM. However, as we saw in heat 5, led through 100, 200, 300, didn't quite hold on in the end. But this looks a little bit different. This is quite a significant lead for Alfie Toms. Without looking through the schedule, yes, this will of course be his last race of the day. So maybe he's thought, you know what? No more races this weekend. Let's absolutely floor this. I tell you what, there is a chasing pack behind him in 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Together, they're going to hunt him down And visually the gap has decreased. Is he another that's just gone out a little bit too hard? I love the ambition. And if you can pull it off, you're a bit of a hero. It does make for a very painful second half when you go out that quick. Oscar Farthing's, as you can see, overtaken. Flavio Russo is very close, as is Finley Wood and Freddie Jutoft. So it was all going so well, and I do admire that from Alfie Toms. As an observer and a neutral, it is really good fun to watch. But Oscar Farthing, what a breaststroker. I mean, he has turned around there. Let's work this out in a second. He was 5 seconds back of the leader. He's now going to lead by 7.5 seconds. He's taken 12 seconds out the field on the breaststroke. That's absolutely bonkers. And I'm going to dare to say he will not be caught now. The battle behind has kind of like dispersed. Of course, he was in that chasing pack. He is now the hunted. His lead was 7.5 seconds. Just over 6. Flavio Russo, Freddie Jutoft, Alfie Toms, you know, still up there in 5th. Not giving up at all. Flavio Russo of Guildford trying to chase down Oscar Farthing on behalf of Team Guildford. That is a brilliant, brilliant heat. I love that. 5:09 winning time for Oscar Farthing. Then come Guildford. Look at that. 2, 3 and 4. Alfie Toms, a commendable 5th. This is heat number 7.
Take your marks.
In heat number 7, you are watching from lane 1, Portsmouth North Seas, Lucas Lovell. Winchester City Penguins, George Barfield. City of Southampton's Matthew Lowther. Maidenhead's Johnny Ireland. Wickham District teammates in 5 and 6, Monty Smith and Jackson Schwiderski. Bicester Bluefins, Ollie Smith in Southern, and Dorking's George Piggott is in lane number 8. Johnny Ireland and Monty Smith, Matthew Lowther with them. Those three, a few seconds clear of the field. As we know, it doesn't mean much at this stage. They are the fastest in the field. They are 5:07 swimmers. And the entire pool separated by just 5 seconds on the entry. Previous heats have been a little bit more than that. As you were, Ireland, Smith, Lowther at the halfway mark. How close can we get to a sub 5 time? After our next heat, our 8th heat, there will be a 20-minute break as per the schedule. So after our next heat, heat number 8, there will be a 20-minute break as per the schedule. Can we have a coach from Milton Keynes to the start desk, please? A coach from Milton Keynes, please. It's the gallery side starting end if you've not been here this weekend. Come and speak to one of the team. Coach from Milton Keynes, please. Lane 4, still Johnny Ireland, still chased by Monty Smith. And in 6, Jackson Schwiderski, the Wickham teammate of Monty Smith. They're going to chase down as best they can Johnny Ireland as a pair. Can they use each other to camaraderie, drag each other as long, reel him in? He will be fully aware of their presence. Turn for home, only a second separating your top 2, couple back to Schwiderski. Look at this. Wonderful stuff once again in the forward I am. Not over until it is over. Johnny Ireland has led through, well, 375 metres, but he won't lead into the final 25. As Monty Smith, brilliant freestyle, so close to sub 5. Oh, that's a bit painful, isn't it? 5 minutes and 600ths for Monty Smith. His entry time was 5:07.7. Superb performance. This is heat number 8.
Take your marks.
And this is our fastest 8 swimmers. This is our fastest 8 swimmers of the event in this 8th and final heat. Of course, a timed final event. We've had a 5 minutes .06 from Monty Smith. He was in the 14-year category, by the way. So Finley Richardson of Guildford City in lane 6 in this one. That's the time he's chasing. Let's go through the pool.
We have swimmers in both the 400 free and the breaststroke.
That's great, yeah.
So if we're going to announce that,
Yeah, well, definitely, yeah. A very important update for you. The 20-minute break has been postponed until after the girls' 400 freestyle, okay? The 20-minute break has been postponed. After this heat, we will continue with the 400-meter girls' freestyle, straight into heat 1, okay? So heat 1 girls, get yourself to marshalling, please. Heat 1 for the girls, 400 freestyle to marshalling, please. The break has been postponed until after the 400 free because we have competitors in both of those events, and we're ending the day with those 3 finals. Let's get back to heat number 8 from lane 1. Wickham District's Dominic Adams, Thanet's Harry Cox, Royal Tunbridge Wells Max L. Mockadam, Tigers Isaac Thompson, Tunbridge Wells Aaron Bissett, Guildford City's Finley Richardson, Thanet's Charlie King, and Royal Tunbridge Wells Aubrey Armada Bennett. Entry times, I told you this is the fastest 8 in the event here. So entry times as low as 4:40 for Isaac Thompson, 4:46 for Aaron Bissett in 5, and 49 seconds for Max L. Mockadam. And Isaac Thompson. Isaac Thompson continues his domination of this timed final. Aaron Bissett, second fastest on paper, second fastest as it stands in the pool. Finley Richardson of Guildford City. He's our 14-year-old, remember. Finley Richardson is chasing a time of 5 minutes and 600ths if he wants a gold medal. He could probably be a few seconds slower and still get silver or bronze. It was such a great time by Monty Smith. But back he comes, Isaac Thompson. This is a swim towards a gold medal, make no mistake at all. Aaron Bissett chasing down a silver. Max L. Mockadam chasing down a bronze, because Finley Richardson, reminder, he's in the 14-year category. And a wonderful swim. He'll set the fastest time of the event. His entry was a 4:40. He'll win gold with a 4:41. In lane 5, Aaron Bissett, strong swim for a 4:49. And Finley Richardson, a 4:54 will get him that gold medal in the 14-year class. So 2 golds won in our first 3 finishes. Max L. Mockadam looking at a bronze medal in the 15-year age group. So just a reminder, the break has been delayed until after the 400 freestyle. So because we changed the schedule fairly late on, we're going to be a little bit lenient
Thank you, Simmons.
on our
The proof on the
first
side,
heat
please.
swimmers making their way. So we do have 3 swimmers in our opening heats. So it's probably worth mentioning that obviously the change in break was a little bit later than hoped. So if you know of anybody in heats 2, 3, 4 in the 400 freestyle, do let them know, just in case they shot off for a little break or a drink or something. We need to get them back. So heat 2 should be lined up with marshalling now. So all the girls, ideally, for the 400 free, should be very much considering making their way to marshalling. Heat 2 most definitely. Great to see heat 3 there as well. All right. This is the girls' 400 meter freestyle. It's heat number 1.
Take your marks.
So taking part in our first heat, Portsmouth North Seas Eve Palmer in 3, Maidstone's Isabel May in 4, and Wickham District's Ivy Charita in 5. Brilliant to see already the heat 2 swimmers taking note of the change of schedule. Thank you to you and your coaches. Heat 3 swimmers, worthwhile making your way to marshalling if you're not there. 400 freestyle heat 3 swimmers, make your way to marshalling, please. So we are looking at around about 5:20 on the finish time for our first heats. All those girls within a second or so either side of that. That, in fact, didn't recognise it at the time, but that was the last of the competition for the boys this weekend. It's all girls now, because we got the 400 metre freestyle timed final heats, and then we have our break, and then we have the 3 finals in the girls' 50 metre breaststroke. I can take a moment to give you, we don't usually do this, but we've got time on the 400s. Confirmation of the results from the 400 metre IM for the boys. In the 11 and 12-year-old class, bronze for Zachary Callanan, silver for Oscar Earthrowl, and a gold for Charlie Bray. In the 13-year age group, it was a bronze for William Atwood, silver Ben McDougall, and gold for Harry Robinson. In the 14-year age group, it was a bronze for Lucas Lovell, silver Monty Smith, and a gold for Finlay Richardson. And in the 15-year age group, bronze for Max L. Mockadam, silver Aaron Bissett, and a gold for Isaac Thompson. Well done, all of you. Competitors, not just medal winners. Everyone competing this weekend deserves congratulations. You're here because you are top of the pack in the Southeast region. Isabel May leads Ivy Chirita. Ivy was the swimmer we saw just making her way to the podium before we started. Again, we changed things quite late, but great to see her make her way to the pool and doing very nicely indeed. She's a 5:20 swimmer, one of the two 11-year-olds in the pool. Isabel May is the odd one out at 12 this year. And she will lead into the closing stages. And she is definitely on. It might be closer than I think, in fact. She's a 5:18 swimmer. She turned at 4:30. She should get back in 48 seconds, I think, yeah. Yeah, she's going to be absolutely fine. So, big time coming for Isabel May. She'll be thrilled with that. 5:08 for her. Yeah, 10 seconds off her entry time. That's really, really good stuff. 5:16 for Ivy Chirita. 4 seconds off her entry. And a 5:21 Eve Palmer. Which in fact was half a second. Oh, a tenth of a second quicker than her entry time as well. This is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
Heat 2 and a full pool. Taking part from lane 1, Guildford City's Zara North, Medway Maritime's Tyler Thomas, Reading's Miley Choi, Maxwell's Lily Waymond, City of Southampton's Rose O'Brien, Guildford City's Olivia Hagberg, Wickham District's Clara Cooper, and Tiger's Ellie Grant. 11 and 12-year-olds. Lily Waymond of Maxwell, early leader. We won't read too much into this just yet. We've been caught out by that a few times, haven't we, this afternoon? Going nicely into Tyler Thomas. Medway Maritime swimmer in the pink cap. Tigers on the outside in 8, yellow cap. And in 5, Rose O'Brien. City of Southampton, one of our 12-year-olds in the middle. It is just about a 3-second lead now for Lily Waymond. Outside lanes, almost like a pincer attack from the outside. Tyler Thomas, Ellie Grant. And it looks like it's grown a little bit more to me. Let's have a look. Yeah, just over 4.4 seconds. So in 2, Tyler Thomas. And please can we have a Guildford coach to the referees, please? Guildford coach. Up to our desks, please, to have a chat with the referee. Coach from Guildford, please. Lily Waymond, ahead of, it was Tyler Thomas, Ellie Grant, and there was a trio, including Rose O'Brien. But they are running out of time, they're running out of meters. Anything, well, under 5 minutes would be wonderful for any of these girls. It looks like Lily Waymond's going to do it too. Or is she? Oh, hang on a second. Is she? Oh, gosh, yes, she is. 5:4:59. Well, I was very confident with 25 metres to go. I was less confident with 10 to go. And then I dare to speak. Well done, Lily Waymond, holding our breath for a 4:59.08. Rose O'Brien just outside, and Ellie Grant, lovely swim in lane 8 on the outside, 5:02 for Tigers. This is heat number 3.
Stand down, swimmers. Take your marks.
Taking part in our 3rd heat. Wickham District, Sienna West in 1. Milton Keynes, Rose Benson in 2. Woking's, Ellie McLeod in 3. Atlantis, Daisy Sian Palmer in 4. Guildford City, Emily Collins in 5. Amersham's Grace Findlay in 6. Thanet Mariella Duquesne in 7. And City of Southampton, Tilly Biggs is in lane number 8. Well, 107s for Palmer, Collins and Findlay. And also swimming in a trio, West, Benson and McLeod in 1, 2 and 3. And we're going to call it a pair, Chicane and Biggs in 7 and 8. So 3 little groups of swimmers early doors. And they arrive towards halfway with they're still kind of grouped, aren't they? Emily Collins leads Daisy Palmer and Grace Findlay. Daisy Sian Palmer, to give her full name. Then we have, who's next? Ellie McLeod, Tilly Biggs. So yeah, the orders have changed a little. We've still got this group of 3 on the near side, which is good fun to watch. West, Benson and McLeod. Lactic acid starting to kick in as we approach the later stages. 100 to go. And 2 women out in front. Daisy Sian Palmer, Emily Collins. Atlantis and Guildford City. Grace Findlay in a solo 3rd for the time being. But still this pack of West, Benson and McLeod. Wickham, Milton Keynes and Woking working together. We do have 12 and 13-year-olds in this heat. So they are racing against different clocks. We have 13-year-olds right through to heat number 7. That is not going to be decided for a long time. To have 12-year-olds in heat number 4 too. Here they come then. Brilliant battle, these two. The entire race, they managed to shake 3 down to 2. And a 4:48.49 from Emily Collins. Daisy Sian Palmer, so close in that chase down. Sub 5 for Grace Findlay and 3rd position. All these girls going sub 5 for the first time. Palmer and Collins by a dozen seconds. This is heat number 4.
Take your marks.
Taking part in Heat 4 from Lane 1, Atlantis, Amy Langer. Lancing College, Lexi May Roach. Rushmore Royals, Heidi Corbett. City of Milton Keynes, Ivy Manning. Guildford City, Serena Gill. Tigers, Elsa Dodds. Basingstoke Bluefins, Emma Wheeler. And Reading's Anaya Singh. So back to the action, just organising some slight alteration to the latter couple of heats here. We've currently got scheduled in 7 heats. We believe that is now going to become 8 heats, so don't worry, any of our swimmers, we'll tell you which heat you're in. You might just be pushed back 1 heat, that's all. But do come to marshalling. The marshals will let you know whether you're still in 6 or you've been moved to 7 or 8. So it's really just for us watching to be aware of. And at home, if you're waiting for somebody you think is going to be in heat 7, they might be in 8. Either way, let's actually concentrate on the racing here. Because in lane number 1, Amy Langer is going very nicely for Atlantis, as is in 6, Elsa Dodds of Tigers. And back they come, again just organising things behind the scenes. Amy Langer though, looking wonderful. Great swim for the Atlantis 12-year-old. 9 seconds off her personal best. Elsa Dodds 4:52. 4 seconds quicker for her. And it was a story of the outside lanes there, wasn't it? Anaya Singh 4:53. That was 6 seconds quicker for her as well. Amy Langer was the last 12-year-old in the competition too, so without knowing the other 12-year-olds' results, I'd say that's great. Can we please have the Guildford coach and Zara North to the referees' tables, please? Guildford coach and Zara North to the team referees' desks, please, ASAP.
Relax, swimmers, please. Relax, there is a short delay.
Okay, looks like a single full heat. This is heat number 5.
Take your marks.
Heat number 5. Royal Tunbridge Wells, Reese Huckle in 1. Hazelmere's Ella Solano in 2. Maidstone's Emilia Narkovic in 3. Tigers Hannah Sterry in 4. Guildford's Scarlett Shepherd in 5. Royal Tunbridge Wells Maddie Hind in 6. City of Milton Keynes Lydia Slade Carter in 7. And Wedaway Maritime's Madison Notley is in lane 8. So in only slight contrast, we're still going to have a heat number 8, but heat 6 and 7, they are not changing. If you're in heat 6 or 7, you are still in heat 6 or 7, no change. Right, so it's Zara.
She needs to be 4:59.65. Or she needs to be 4:59.60. Those are the first two. Oh, she needs to be 4:59.08.
Perfect, that's good to know.
4:58.19. Yeah.
Okay, heat 5. And once again, outside lane. Lovely to see that. 2:57.97 and Ella Solano. Inside to Maddie Hind. Hannah Sterry. So just to confirm, now it is all confirmed down here. No change to heat 6, no change to heat 7, just due to an error. Oh, I've just been told to announce it. I was just told to announce it right then. Okay, fine. And she maintains that lead into the final 100. And it's still Ella Solano. I think I've said every single one of these girls' names over half a dozen times this weekend. The amount of races they compete in is really impressive. It's an entire weekend's worth of effort. Entry times for these girls were all between 4:51 and 4:54. And can she hold on? Resuckle for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monster, the 14-year-old. She's a 13-year-old next door to Ella Solano. So they are in separate races, in fact, but it's a brilliant battle right all the way to the end. 4:47s for them both. Fastest times we've seen thus far, separated by less than 4/10 in the end. And it was Maddie Hind that maintained her position in third. Hannah Sterry, fastest on paper, fourth in the heat. This is heat number 6.
Take your marks.
So after plenty of discussion, we will now have an 8th heat just for a single swimmer due to an unforeseen incident earlier. So she's being allowed to swim again. Not sure what lane she'll be in, but we'll have one heat. We're going to have a heat number 8 with a single swimmer. Give you the details in a few moments' time. In heat 6, Royal Tunbridge Wells, Olivia Norley. Tigers teammates in 2 and 3, Georgie Corrigan and Evie Worth. Wickham District teammates in 4 and 5, Katie Williams and Annabelle Cooper. Windsor, Isabel Stevenson in 6. Maidstones, Isabella Arundel in 7. And Black Lions, Calissa Bradshaw in 8. Now, nothing is going to be decided in either the 13 or the 14-year-olds until the conclusion of heat 7, because we've got 13 and 14-year-olds in this one, 13 and 14-year-olds in our next heat, which is now going to be our penultimate heat. And already at halfway, and it is the Wickham District teammates turning in unison, 0.15 of a second apart. In 6, Isabel Stevenson for Windsor. So for a lot of these girls, it will be their last race of the weekend. Of course, we have our 3 finals, which will only take us about 5-10 minutes later on. But we've got girls competing in this event and in those finals, hence why we pushed that break back. So that 20-minute break is still happening, just later than planned to be completely fair. No change at the front, Williams and Cooper, Wickham and Wickham. Not going to have this all their own way though, because the Tigers teammates Corrigan and Worth in 2 and 3 are working together alongside Tunbridge Wells' Olivia Norley in 1. On the opposite side, Calissa Bradshaw of Black Lion. She's up there in the top 4 too. Out and back one more time. Now we have seen some very good times here. Was it 4:36s? No, 4:46s, forgive me, in heat number 5. And then he made it 10 seconds harder for these girls just then. Remember, the Meet mobile app is your place for all of your live times and results. And back they come. Wickham 1 and 2, the entire 400 metres. The lead hasn't changed. It's been Katie Williams and Annabella Cooper. And they're both going to go 3 seconds quicker than their entries. Lovely finish by Olivia Norley, 4:47 for Royal Tunbridge Wells. Now this is heat number 7.
Take your marks.
In heat number 7, starting with lane 1, Eastleigh's Megan Thorpe. In 2, Lancing College, Bianca Esteva-Albarel. In 3, Portsmouth North Seas, Darcy Smith. In 4, Wickham District's Charlotte Hayden. In 5, Thanet's Rosie Pope. Royal Tunbridge Wells, Abby Smiley. Tonbridge's Emily Smith, and Elmbridge Phoenix, R.C. Darnold is in lane number 8. Now, as these are timed final heats, we have our fastest 8 swimmers in this one. And they go between 4:44 and Charlotte Hayden, a 4:37 for her. Rosie Pope, a 4:38 swimmer. Halfway, and it is Abby Smiley, 2:15.89. Well, this has not gone to plan at all. Based on the entry times, Charlotte Hayden and Rosie Pope, a lot to do over the final 175 metres now. Abby Smiley, half a second clear of Emily Smith. Second back to Darcy Smith. Bianca Stava-Albarel in your top four. We have two 13-year-olds in this one. That is Darcy Smith and Darcy Arnold, the Portsmouth, North Sea and Elbridge swimmers. But look at them go, Abby Smiley and Amelie Smith. Well, a shock on the cards. The fastest two swimmers are not, at this rate, going to be getting medals in our fastest heat time final. It's all going to the outer lanes.
Let's go.
And back they come, Royal Tunbridge Wells versus Tonbridge. And then Darcy Smith, a 13-year-old, remember, from Portsmouth, North Sea. And here they come then. Well, this is a turn-up for the books, but it is going to be a wonderful time and a great swim for Amelie Smith. 4:33 for Tonbridge. Abby Smiley, Royal Tunbridge Wells, 4:35. They are your top two times. Darcy Smith, wait for confirmation. I do believe that will be the fastest 13-year-old time. But check out on the Meet Mobile app. Fourth place, Bianca Stava-Albarel. And we have, in fact, one more heat to come, as previously mentioned. This is heat number 8.
Take your marks.
Well, the story of this is quite simple, really. There was a technical issue earlier, and after a discussion between her coach and the referees, she is swimming again. So Guildford's Zara North in the 12-year category is swimming solo to get her time for the event. Now, I imagine the pressure of being in an 8-person field is fairly high, with those watching at home, those here in the gallery, and 30 or so officials and referees watching. To do it on your own, I think the pressure's probably a little bit higher. So if we can all give her, especially in the latter stages, as much support as possible. She made the decision herself to go again. She didn't have to. What that means is, in terms of times, her earlier time would be wiped, and she's committed to swimming again, wiping that time, and whatever she swims now becomes her time. She initially swam in heat number 2. And just to give you some context to this swim, her entry time in heat 2 was 5:16. Okay. Now, of course, we now know the current gold, silver and bronze times that she will need to beat to get a medal. It's going to be a big ask, but 450.24 is currently in gold position. 458.19 currently lies as silver, and 459.08 currently in bronze. So they're the numbers she's looking for. Again, 5:16 on the entry, so it would need to be a 17-second PB. It's massive, but we have had some stories this weekend. We've had some major comebacks. We've had plenty of PBs in double-figure seconds. Can she go even better? Halfway split, she was absolutely bang on. It will need to be a negative split if she's going to get on the podium. It was of 2:30 to halfway. Remember, she's already swam as well. It would be maybe the story of the weekend if she could go sub 5. Guildford City been so well represented this weekend. Won multiple medals as well. Hope you're all enjoying your weekend here, either at home or in Winchester. We've been very much enjoyed bringing you the live stream and the commentary. We do it all again at High Wycombe next weekend. I'll be there for 3 days with you. Very much looking forward to it. Don't forget, after this heat, we will have a 20-minute break. Oh, it's a 10-minute break now. We like to roll with things, see? We keep it agile, yeah? And we'll start at 4:55. Okay? And that's our finals to end the weekend. We're going to finish early, guys. Take the 10-minute break, I would. Okay, those times again, 4:59.08 to get onto the podium. It's going to be a massive last 50 metres. It's going to be a big, big challenge. But we'll give her our support all the way. Come on then, let's all make some noise. Very, very brave decision to swim again. She knew she would be swimming on her own in the pool. I don't care what the time is. I admire that bravery right there. Her entry time, her PB is 5:16. Anything under 5:16, we give a big cheer here, guys, okay? So, Zara Noor, okay? So, 10 minutes officially. 4:55. I'll make that 14 minutes if you want to really stretch it out. 4:55, we are going to begin our finals to end the weekend. There's only 3 of them. They'll only take about 35, 40 seconds each. It's going to be quick. It's going to be a quick way to end the weekend. But we had girls in the 400s and in those finals, so we had to be fair, of course. The pool is available if you want to swim down. Available if you want to swim down. The pool is available if you want a bit of a swim down. Oh, they've already started. They knew that anyway, didn't they? Cool. Right, we'll be back in a few minutes' time. Don't go anywhere. 3 sets of medals still to be won in Winchester. A little reminder to all of our swimmers to collect your medals that you've won this weekend. I understand there are still a few unclaimed, and there's 9 about to be won at the end of this session in just a few moments' time as well. So medals unclaimed, please go and get them. Same place they've been all weekend, just the table as you enter the poolside, out of the changing rooms. Medals table right there.
Is from Wickham. I think that's no, Woking. Woking, she's 3rd place. There's a medal for her. She's taken a blank rather than one that's engraved with the event. So it was in the 100 fly.
Also, Ellie McLeod, if she's still around representing Woking. In the 100-metre fly, there is now an inscribed medal for you. I think you took a blank one away originally, but Ellie McLeod, we do now have your inscribed medal available for you, 100-metre fly. Right, we have our first set of swimmers ready for these 3 finals. 3 races to end the weekend. They will take less than 40 seconds each, okay? So is it going to be a splash and dash finish to weekend 1 at the championships? And what a weekend it has been. And we're going to finish early as well. Doesn't get any better than that, does it? They are all in the 50-metre breaststroke.
Christine, 1, 2, test and start.
Right, let's do it. To finish our weekend, this is the girls' 50-metre breaststroke finals. First up are 11 and 12-year-olds. Make some noise, please, from lane 1. Black Lions, Lola Borna. Yeah, for every swimmer, please. Newport Pagnell's Matilda Hannam in 2. Southern Oaks, Jessica Evans in 3. Maidstone's Olivia Quiller in 4. Tigers, Ellie Grant in 5. Guildford City's Manon Glyn Jones in 6. Winchester City Penguins, Ruby Taylor in 7. And Guildford City's Ayla Coletta in 8. This is your 11 and 12-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Away we go, 3 seconds separating the field. Initially in the heats earlier on this afternoon, 7 12-year-olds. Ayla Coletta, 11 years of age in this final. Well done to her. 36.43 for Maidstone's Olivia Quiller. She's in 4, of course. She was almost 2 seconds clear of Tigers' Ellie Grant. She leads into the final 10 metres, silver and bronze. They're going to fight this one out amongst them. It is Tigers leading that way, but leading out in front. Olivia Quiller for Maidstone, 36.32. Grant gets the silver and Glyn Jones the bronze. Well done to all 8 of you. Great to see. 1 down, 2 more to go of those. On to our 13-year-old final. I don't care what club you're from, make some noise for every single swimmer, please. From lane 1, Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, Lowry Williams. In 2, Guildford City's Ellen Calf. In 3 for Cranley, Alice Collins. In 4 for Hazelmere, Ella Silano. In 5 for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Hattie Griffiths. In 6 for Woking, Lucy Wheeler. In 7 for Black Lion, Lola Bowra. And in 8 for Atlantis, Leah Oras. Oh wow, this is your 13-year-old final.
Take your marks.
Just 2.5 seconds separating the entire field. That's how close it was to get into this final. 35.74 for Solano. She was only 9/100ths quicker than Hattie Griffiths in lane number 5. Second back to the rest of the field. We had gold and silver in the centre lanes in the 11 and 12-year-olds. 13-year-olds, 10 metres to play with. It's very much undecided. It's going to go right down to the wall as Griffiths got her fingertips in front. Can Solano come back? Oh, 5/100ths of a second between Hattie Griffiths and Ella Solano. Royal Tunbridge Wells and Hazelmere Swimming Club. Bronze for Alice Collins, representing Cranley. Brilliant swimming. Well done, everyone. And for the last time, noise for every swimmer, please. 14-year-old final from lane 1. Lancing College, Bianca Stava Albaral. In 2, Guildford City's Daisy Johnson. In 3, Amersham's Neve Tyson. In 4, Sevenoaks Imogen Miles. In 5, Brighton's Hannah Capron. In 6, Whitney and District, Annalise Elford. In 7 for Guernsey, Emma Borghese. And in 8 for Eastbourne, Harriet Stone. Your 14-year-old final.
Take your marks. Stand down, Sydney. Testing. Take your marks.
Oh, the tension. They do get away in the end. 30-61 for Sevenoaks Imogen Miles. She's in 4.3 clear of Hannah Capron of Brighton in lane number 5. Less than 3 seconds separating all 8, as you come to expect in these 50-metre races. Last medals of the day then, and this will go down to the fingertips, down to the wire, down to the timing board. 100th, 10th in it, Hannah Capron. And Sevenoaks Imogen Miles, your silver medalist. Neve Tyson, bronze. And that is confirmed on the screen for you. Hannah Capron of Brighton, taking a gold medal back to the coast. Imogen Miles, Sevenoaks. And Neve Tyson representing Amersham. They get a medal in the last race of the weekend. Right then, that is racing done for weekend number 1. We all go to High Wycombe next week for 3 days of more of this. Cannot wait. Big thank you to our officials, timekeepers, referees, volunteers, behind the scenes, everybody you do and don't see. Can't run this event without you. Massive, massive thank you. For the final time this weekend, you can leave your positions. To those in the gallery, thank you for making the noise across the weekend. I know it's been a long one for you. Very much appreciate you all being here. And a big well done to all of our athletes. Heat swimmers, medalists, all of you are here because you are the best in the region. And we'll see you again in a couple of weeks. So a very safe journey home. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you soon from Winchester. And for the time being, the South East Regional Championships Weekend 1 is done and dusted. We'll see you soon. Good night.